but because we have just used union, which says here that it remove the duplicates. So we will get Alice only once. This is clear what it is, why it is used.
Yes.
Similarly, if I use a union all, then it will do the exact same thing, but it will keep the duplicate values. So if I use a union all, instead of 5, I will get 6 values, right? Because now we are keeping the duplicate. So you can see this Alice, which is a duplicate, is getting here twice. First here, and then again in the 5th row. See, Alice New York, Alice New York. That is union all. Adding the result, but keeping the duplicates. Only union, adding the result, but removing the duplicates. This is clear to you? If this is clear, then intersect and minus would also be clear on the similar set. Okay. So what do intersect do? It will give the common result. What do you think is the common result here?
New
In both
York,
the tables?
Alice.
Yes, only
Alice.
Alice is common. So if I write intersect, we will get only Alice. Okay. And similarly, there is a minus. There is a minus. What minus does is retrieve record from the first query that are not in the second query. Okay, so this is except or minus in some databases, and I will write except here. So I think in SQL, in MySQL, it is minus. In SQL Server, it is except. Okay, so I will hit except in SQL Server, and we are using SQL Server, right? So what it will do, let me first show you both the tables. Let us remove this intersect here. If I write A minus B, what it will do? A will get all the values. So Bob would be there, Charlie would be there, but Alice would get subtracted because Alice is there also. So we will get all the values in A that are not there in B. Okay. So if I write except here, what result will I get? Bob and Charlie.
Except Alice.
Yes, Bob and Charlie. If I do the opposite, if I do table B except A, I will get, if I just interchange B with A, what will I get? Let me show you the tables. If you do B minus A, then you will get
David and Eve.
David and Eve, right? So if you run this, you get David and Eve. These are set operations, very simple, very basic, but we will use them in CTEs and certain queries also. So also important from the point of view. Now, certain things to keep in mind when working with joins, to understand that there is a relationship between the table and what is the common column. To recognize the common column, very, very important. It does not mean that the common column will always have the same name. Name of the column can differ, right? But the values should be same to join the table, and data type should also be same. Because if you are doing the join, let us say you are doing join of department ID in employees table, okay, and then department ID in department table. So it should not be the case that here we have integer values and here we have varchar, right? Because sometimes it may work, but sometimes it can create a lot of errors in the database. So ensure that whenever you are using a join, the data type is also same. Use alias for clarity, as I've already shown you here. By using this alias, we can make it a lot smaller. Okay, any questions in this? I think no. So order of execution is also important. In SQL, as of now, we have done things, and when we work with different and a lot of things. So you do from, join, where, group by, having, select, order by. So you should know the order of execution, right? If you want to see SQL order of execution, so this is exactly what the order is, right? So even if you write select statement first, it actually runs very late. सबसे पहले initially from runs and joins will run with from. So first of all, your join will happen, your from and join will happen. Then your where clause will filter. Then group by or having, if you have done any grouping. Then your select statement will work. And order by and limit will work after the select statement. Okay, so this execution, like this series of execution, you have to remember, because sometimes you will write a query and you will see that it is giving some error, even though it is syntactically correct, but it is still not working as it should, because maybe the execution is different and you are using a different logic. Okay, then we have filtering. So you can use a where clause even after join. You can minimize the result set, so you can select distinct, or you don't have to select all the columns. Avoid select star statement when you are working with joins, because there are different columns and there are a lot of columns could be there. Make sure you are only selecting the column that you need. Okay, unnecessarily बहुत सारे columns select करना is not required. Documentation and comments. So whenever you are using, you can just write here any comments that you want to, like inner join, whatever you are doing, so that if other person is reading your queries, he is able to understand what you are trying to do. Okay, and last is your maintainability. So write queries that are easy and ready to maintain. Use consistent naming convention for alias and structure the query logically. So if you have a certain way of writing, continue doing the same. ठीक है, अगर आप लेफ्ट ज्वाइन आप ऑन ऐसे एंटर लगा के ऑन बाद में लिखते हो, और इफ यू राइट, if you have a single word like E, D kind of alias structure, so keep it consistent across all of your queries, right? So that it is easier for you also. Now that we have done till here, there is also a way to combine more than two tables. ठीक है, वो कैसे होता है? I will combine, let us say I have employees table, customers table and sales table. So पहले इन दोनों को combine कर देंगे with a common column, and फिर इसके combination को combine कर देंगे with a common column. ठीक है, so we will do an example on this also, do not worry, where we can combine more than two tables. You can see we have used join twice and we have used common columns, right? So now that we have done till here, let us do question on joins, on not join. So first question that I want you guys to do or try would be very simple. You just have to list all orders along with their corresponding customer names. Okay, so you have to list all the orders corresponding to their customer name. You have to change the data set. Obviously, we are going to work in Northwind. You can see we have the tables here, and you can do this question. Along with this, I will give you one more question here to do, and that would be uh, yeah, retrieve a list of all products, including their supplier names. Okay, if a product has no supplier, still include the product in results. Okay, so these two questions you have to practice, and let me use a multi-line comment to make it easier, right? So these are the two questions that you have to solve with. This is your Q1, and This would be your Q2. Okay, I'm copy pasting this in the chat box for you to take reference. Try this. Let me know the answer. I will give you 5 minutes and then I will solve them for you. Okay.
Hello.
Uh, yes, Ajay. Or
Yeah.
Lokesh, whoever Lokesh, yes.
Yeah. So I'm unable to copy the question and from here. So could you please paste it in Telegram so that I can copy paste?
Yeah, sure. I'll copy.
Thank
Okay, so I pasted in the Telegram group also. And if you have any doubt, like if you are getting doubts in what table to use, what kind of join to use, you can ask. You can take hints. This is the database. I think all of you have this database. We have imported it yesterday.
Hello,
Uh,
hello,
yes, Abhishek.
sir. The you given the so the order we have in which join left join or aerial or which.
Okay. So first question is list all orders along with their customer names. Right? So you have a
Okay,
orders table, you have a customer table, you have to join the tables, and you have to give order ID and the contact name. And here
okay,
you are to use inner join. So in the first question, I'm
okay,
giving the hint, you have to use inner join. Okay.
okay. Join we have no
Yes, you have to use join. Inner join or
join.
just join, it is inner join only if you use just join.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so did any one of you do the question? Do you want me to do, or are you trying and you want some more time to solve the
Yeah, we
question?
are trying. We need a few more
Okay,
minutes.
okay, okay, not an issue. Take your time, try to solve it. If there is any doubt, let me know, and I will give you 5 to 10 minutes more. Time is not an issue. Just let me know when you're done with the same. Okay, so I think a few students have shared the answer for first question. So I'm copying this one. Let us see if it is correct. So for the first, let us copy paste it here. Okay. And we are getting order ID, company name, and contact name. Okay, I think here the customer is the contact name, not the company name. But
Yeah, so
regardless,
yeah, I have not used as like a customer name as a contact, sorry, contact name as a customer name.
that is fine. Like I
Yeah.
can add it here for you if you want to, but not very important. Even category name is fine. But if we want to, we can add, right? So second question, I think someone has shared in the chat box the solution, which is okay. Nilesh have shared, so let me check. So second question says that we have to get all the products regardless of if there is a supplier or not. So left join is the correct way to do it, and we are getting all the products with product ID and supplier ID. Maybe we have supplier for all of them. So the query is p dot product name, product ID, supplier ID from product supplier, and we have a common column that is supplier ID. Okay. One more question for you guys, which is rather simple, and you have to give me generate a list of all possible combinations of products and categories. So can you tell me what kind of join we should be using in this? Just
Cross.
tell me. Yes, cross join. So this is rather simple. I just have to write select. Okay. Products dot product name, comma, categories dot category name from products cross join categories. That is all. And when I will run this, I will get all the possibilities that are there. Okay. So if you will see, if I do a select star from products, and if I do a select star from categories, right? These two tables I'm using for cross join. So the product table has 77 products, and the category table has 8 categories. So what should be the total number of rows after cross join?
70 multiplied by 8.
Yes, 77 into 8, which is
Yeah.
8 7 are 56. So we'll get a 6 and 5 carry 56, 616. I think it should be. Let us see. See, it is 616, right? So that is how cross join works. All of the combinations that are possible. Now, one question that I want to solve here, and I told you that there is a possibility of joining more than 3 tables. Okay, so let us do this question, which states that we have to retrieve a list of orders including the customer name, the employee name who handled the order, and the shipping company. Okay, so this is what we have to get here. Now there is a dilemma. Okay, that I have more than 2 tables. So let us see the table. So first of all, I have this customers table where I would be having the details, right? Then I would be having the employees table. So I will write select star from employees, and then I will be having the select star from shippers. Okay, so we have these 3 tables, and let me expand this, right? So 3 shippers, 8 employees, and I think a lot of customers, right? So initially what we will do, we will combine the customer table and the employee table. What is the common column here in these two? Okay, is there any?
I think city.
Okay, but city can vary. So there is a catch. There is
Yeah,
a catch
it's a
that there is no common column. So now we have to find a table, find another table that would be our fourth table, which will give us the common column, right? So that would be my orders table. So if you have a look at the orders table, let me paste it above this and let us see the first three tables, right? Now here we are. So what we can do, we combine this. What is the common column here?
Customer ID.
Customer ID, great. And then we combine this. What is the common column here? Employee
Employee
ID.
ID.
So that way we can combine these two also, right? So it would be employees combined with orders and orders combined with customers. That way we will combine this, and then we will combine that whole thing to our last table, which is the shippers table. Let us have a look at shippers table if we have a common column there or not. So let us go one step above, see all the four tables at once. And here we have the shipper ID, company name, phone name, and shipper ID is basically there in the, I think it would also there be in the orders table only. The orders table have the ship date, ship address, and ship country. Okay, so ship wire that you see here, that is the shipper ID. Okay, so it is not always the same name of the column, but here 1, 2, 3 that you are seeing is the shipper. See, 1 is the Speedy Express, 2 is United Package, 3 is Federal Shipping. Okay, so a lot to do here. Let us do it step by step, right? First of all, what we will do, we have to get the orders table. So I will write select orders dot order ID, right? Then I will get customers dot contact name as customer name. Then I will get employees dot first name plus spacebar plus employees dot last name as employee name, right? Because employees table, if you look carefully, in the employees table, there is first name and there is last name, and I want the full name. So what I did, concatenation of the string. I hope you remember this from last to last lecture, how we are supposed to do it. Okay. Now, what else do I want? Okay, first of all, I have to write comma after each column. Then I want shippers dot company name as shipper.